The City Music Series on Today is proudly presented to you by City.
Just when you thought Friday couldn't get any better, we're going to make it better for you. You know why? Because we've got the amazing Ben Platt joining us live. Earlier, we heard two great songs from his album Reverie, which is out today.
He is going to treat us to one more, but first we're going to catch up with him a little bit longer. He's the Emmy, Grammy, and Tony winner. Ben, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Great.
Well, we're doing great. Better to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. Of course, this is your second album. First one, Sing to Me Instead, came out 2 years ago. So this one, obviously, there's been growth. There's been change. We've been through a pandemic. How did that affect the output of this album?
You know, I think I was living at home, as I said, during the pandemic, and I got super inspired by being back in my kind of teenage space and seeing all of my old posters and everything and reverting to my teenage self, sort of. And then at the same time, I feel like many people in the pandemic felt this, but my perspective and kind of priorities totally felt like they shifted in this time, and I felt a bit more kind of evolved and adult than I've ever felt before. So I think the kind of mixture of those two worlds is where the album really came from, and I think I felt a lot freer to express the kind of music that I really love to listen to nowadays. I think, you know, I spend a lot of time making more kind of theatrical, emotional music, which of course I deeply love, but I think that this new kind of freedom allowed me the chance to really express a bit more of the pop side, a bit more of the kind of Peter Gabriel, Phil Collins, George Michael of it all.
Absolutely. We were so excited when you announced this morning that you're going on tour starting in February. I'd imagine when you're on tour, I mean, seeing people dancing along with you, kind of like you and Al were doing during the commercial break, you know, I'd imagine it brings some excitement and, you know, especially to the stage. Besides that, what are you most looking forward to?
First of all, that's the best footage I've ever seen. Second of all, that's my favorite place to be is on stage. I started working when I was 9 years old, and I've been on stage ever since, and it's kind of weirdly my safe space and where I feel the most comfortable and at home, and I've been dying, like so many of us, to get back on there because it's, you know, we've been deprived of live performance this year, and so I'm just thrilled to get back and have that communion with my fans and with people in person live, and most especially I'm very excited to play the Hollywood Bowl, where all of my performances this morning have been filmed. Because I grew up in LA and it's a very special venue here. And my first ever job when I was 9 years old was playing Winthrop in The Music Man, which is a musical that they did at the Hollywood Bowl. So it's a very kind of a full circle moment to get to play my own music there. That's
awesome. Well, you know, Ben, we actually put out a call out to some of your biggest fans. We've got tons of submissions, but one in particular stood out to us. So I want to bring in Kathryn Smith. Are you there?
Yes.
Kathryn, you know, you think you're one of several fans selected to watch Ben with us today. But first, I just want to ask you, what's it like to meet Ben Platt? Kathryn, Ben, Kathryn?
Hi, Kathryn. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm about to start crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That portrait behind you is so gorgeous. Thank you for making that.
Yeah, I did.
Also, your nails are fantastic.
Wow, that's terrific, Kathryn. Tell us about the painting, Kathryn.
Sorry. Yeah, I did this a few years ago. Actually, like 2 years ago. I did it right after I saw your tour, the Sing to Me Instead tour in Boston, and I just wanted something like special to hang on my wall, and you're my favorite person ever, so.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. It means so much to me, and I so appreciate that you made some art after seeing some of my art, and that's all I could ask for, so I really appreciate it.
And in fact, Ben, you've got something that you wanted to say to Kathryn for being such an amazing fan.
Yeah, well, I figured, you know, you came to the Sing to Me Instead show, and I would love to give you some tickets to come to the Reverie show as well, if you'd like to. The tour is going to be February to April, so whenever I'm coming near you, I would love to have you, and we can hang out and say hello there in person finally.
Thank you so much. I'd love to come.
Oh my God.
Of course. Okay, I'm so glad. I'll see you there. We'll dance. We'll smile. It'll be amazing.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
This is what I love about our show. Ben, thank you so much for helping bring Kathryn some joy and our viewers as well.
She's happy to be sad. These are happy tears.
Yeah, very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.